16 after 11 o'clock a.m. New Zealand Standard Time. That's a stare at Barbara, actually, it really is. 16 degrees downtown. A little hopeful that we're going to make the 20 degrees that I predicted. I've got to be honest, the weatherman said 19, Barbara said 21. I'm in the middle there, 20 degrees. I still feel that we'll actually make it, I really do. Now, I tell you what, let me do this. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. God, welcome along everybody that's joining us this morning live on Facebook Live. So happy to have you guys joining us. I really am. And if you're going to, watch a little later on over there on YouTube, you know what to do, right? No, you do. Seriously. Sub, thumb, bell. Bingo. Bell notifications when we have important people like what we have today coming out of North Carolina. Out of Greensboro too, by the way. And believe me, we've got big friends there, including Terry Van Cannon. Got to thank him for the introduction of today's artist. And believe me, you're going to love it. I know you are, because I can't get through a breakfast show without somebody requesting her multiple times, literally. So we're going to talk to Elena M. And believe me, this is fascinating. It really is. In the meantime, I want to say how happy we are to be in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record, and of course Sony Music, The Orchard. You're right here at Galaxy. Let's do this.
Galaxy. Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107 FM in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record, and Sony Music The Orchard.
I am really impressed with this particular set of artists. Now, there's two here, literally, even though we're interviewing Elena M. for Honey a little later on. We're also joined by Harry Tommy, and Harry and Elena are on the very first track, Boys Named Joe, Part 1, Part 2 to follow very shortly. Check this out. So how are we feeling? We okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Nice.
So much energy.
This is just naturally me, I've got to be honest. Sandy Homer is watching. Nice to have Sandy on board. It really is a pleasure to have you, Sandy. Nice to have you. Now, guys, believe me, what a wonderful house you've got back there.
Hey, everyone.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it's nice. We just moved here. Well, I just moved here. Yes, Ellen is here visiting. We're recording this week, so yes, yeah.
Well, Eleanor, I'm fascinated. I am 3 years of age, and you've pursued this ever since. Splendid.
Oh yes. I was insistent on being a singer ever since I can remember.
Well, you know something? I congratulate you. I really do, because you do such a good job. I'm an engineer myself. I'm almost 40 years doing not only studio engineering but front of house as well. I've travelled around the world with some of the biggest bands in the world. And I've got to let you know, Eleanor, not because Terry said check this lady out, it's because I heard something in you that I don't hear often in a singer or an artist that made me want to know more about you. Okay?
Well, thank you. Thank you.
And it wasn't until this morning's meeting that I got the skinny on you, and I was fascinated with reading your bio as well. Let's go to the desk and let's have some fun, guys. Had to happen, didn't it? It really did have to happen. That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. And today, yes, we're talking to Elena and to Harry Tommy as well. And Elena M. Now, Elena, I am not kidding. is literally classically trained. She really, really is. She's been in the game since she was 3 years of age, and she's been riding since she's 11. I have my homework done, I really have, and I really wanted to know more. I really wanted to know more when I found out about it. But what I was saying about it had to happen. Terry Van Cannon's watching. Hello, brother man. How are you, my friend? Of course, Slide Still Master, coming out of North Carolina as well, and has done some work with Elena as well. Elena, Tommy, nice to have you guys join us. Welcome to Galaxy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Now, guys, believe me, I am fascinated, literally fascinated with the quality of your work. I really, really am. Where are you getting this? Where are you getting it recorded?
So, my contract, so I'm contracted with Sony, and so all my recording is done at a studio called Bias in Springfield, Virginia. So we travel there. It's about an hour from here. And, yeah, everything we've done is it's called Bias Studios, and, yep.
Okay, now...
And then I was gonna say, honey, I recorded I recorded at home, and you know, I had my setup there, so
That's fascinating, it really is. Now, as I said to you, almost 40 years as a studio engineer, literally, and I've worked in some of the best and most prestigious studios around the world. I really have. And, you know, I don't listen to music as a fan would listen to it. I listen to it as an engineer, as a DJ, as a salesman for music. So I break it down. I look for faults everywhere, literally, because I want to know. I want to know that I'm better than a lot of engineers. You know what I mean?
oh yeah.
With Honey, with all of this work, I couldn't fault it. I really, really couldn't. But I had no idea Honey was done at home. We're going to talk about that very shortly. But guys, we opened up the show with a boy's named Joe.
Yes.
Do you want to tell me what's wrong with a guy called Joe?
Oh.
I'll let Harry take this one.
Yeah. So I dated a guy named Joe, and he was a fine fellow, and we split up, and then you write a song about them. So no, nothing's wrong with them. No, you tell a story instead.
That's very Sheryl Crow of you.
Yes, it is.
It very much is.
Sheryl Crow, Taylor Swift.
One great artist, yeah.
Okay, so we have Boys Named Joe Part 1. Couldn't you think of another title for Part 2?
Well, I think I kind of had this thing going on for a while where I was like, I need to capture two different ideas, two different sides of whatever I'm going through. So Part 1 is kind of the more emotional, and Part 2 is the more maybe spiteful, so.
And I will say, he was also classically trained, and went to school for a cello performance.
Yeah.
So I think, part of that, I don't know, is it almost like a...
Yeah.
Inspired with that?
It's like, I put some all these custom pieces, with movements, and this is movement 1, and there's movement 2, it's kind of what we're used to, so.
I don't want to get dirty with movement 1 or 2, okay? So we'll erase that one. But Harry, really, may I suggest that we get a little more information with you in your bios, literally, because believe me, I'm fascinated with Elena and don't know a lot about you, my friend, and I'm very fascinated with you as well. I really, really am. So I'd like to get to know a little bit more about you, and especially over the forthcoming career that you guys are going to be partaking in. We would love to be able to follow you, you know what I mean? And we have a number of ideas that we want to put to you. Literally, we would love to be able to promote you that little bit more. And believe me, I have a friend coming out of India that has a world-class magazine. We want to put you in there. And let me tell you, Jay, coming out of India, he's in a region of about 8 million people. And I'm sure he knows each and every one of them by first name. I'm really...
Of course he does, yeah.
But I speak to people all the time, and some of the guys in the industry of magazines and everything like that are touting this as, well, the next possible Rolling Stone magazine. It is growing momentum. It really is. Very, very professional. We don't just put anybody there. and we would love to be able to forward that on with you. We'll talk about that after the interview. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
The honor. Yeah.
Okay, now I do have a fan question coming from Priscilla. Now, Priscilla's coming out of Alberta, Canada, and she's saying to us, as a fan, how do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? Are you a talker? But more importantly, do you respond?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, you can find me. I have a Facebook page. I'm probably more active on my Instagram. And yeah, I usually try to respond to anybody who reaches out. But it's at elena.m.music.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, carry on.
I'm just Harry Tommy, and then on Facebook and Instagram, you can find me at the Harry Tommy.
Okay, now believe me, I wouldn't have said I respond because, Elena, you're going to get another $5,000 Instagram fans within hours. Honestly, this is...
Oh no, that's terrible.
You're going to be there all day doing nothing but wearing your thumbs out or something like that. Honestly, I never talk to anybody. Not because I don't want to. It's more that I never get the time to. You know what I mean? So,
There's so many. You know, it's hard to have time.
Elena and I like to talk daily about the scathing messages she gets from men commenters on her Instagram.
There's some strange. I get some strange messages.
They're very entertaining. Yes.
I do try to entertain most. I'm just so glad that anybody is listening to my music,
Yeah.
you know?
well, let me tell you, here at Galaxy, we are a global station. We're in every country, every English-speaking country anyway, and some that we don't know about. And believe me, we get requests for you from all around the world. You know, it's not just people from New Zealand putting this together. It's places like, for instance, this morning, one of our biggest countries is coming out of Uganda. And there's a huge following coming out of there right now. Ireland, all of the British Isles is tuned in this morning, all the way through Europe, right through to France, Japan, China, everywhere is tuned in, literally. So I'll give you numbers as we go, literally. So let's do this because, well, we just have to. Boys named Joe. Here's Harry Tommy, Elena M here at Galaxy Part 2. How you feeling, guys? You okay?
Yes. Fun.
Terry says, I warned Elena about you, Grant. I kid you not.
Everything you said and more.
192 countries are tuned in right now.
Wow.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. How many cities?
That's crazy. Wow.
And 742 cities are tuned in.
Wow.
Yes.
Guys, you're superstars.
Goodness, oh my goodness.
I'm not kidding. You are. Believe me,
We
Elena.
already know.
I'm sorry?
Oh, what did you
Oh,
say?
I said we already know. We're
Oh.
superstars, but I'm just kidding. Go on.
Well, let me confirm it for you. When we finish this, I will give you how many people were listening online, hooked online, okay?
Yeah, nice.
And on average, without being over the top, about 5 million plus,
Holy moly.
okay?
That's a large number.
So
That's a large number.
that qualifies you as a superstar.
We appreciate it.
We do. We'll take anybody, you know.
Spread the
Old,
word. Spread the
young,
word.
dead, alive, we'll take it.
I appreciate your work, I really do, and I'm hoping that we can form a relationship where we can do this again in the near future, if you know what I mean. We're going to give you a few bits and pieces that you might be able to use to be able to promote yourselves, like use the Galaxy Artist page, stuff like that, because people look. They really look. And it doesn't matter, it could be a label, it could be a venue owner, it could be somebody looking to hire somebody, you know what I mean? Or it could be just people like me, you know, general perverts that like to go and have a look at
Yes, yes. I've met several of those online. for
Apparently. But believe me, it's worth it because people get to know who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm also going to ask you if you'll do me a couple of voice drops, guys, so that I can play it on the radio here. More times people hear your voice and know who you are, the more times they go and check you out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes.
Awesome. Next up, I'm going to ask you about websites and stuff like that, okay? As another fan question.
All right.
Okay?
Galaxy.
Now, guys, I've got a guy here coming out of Auckland. His name is Philip, and he's asking, how do I get hold of your music? How do I acquire merch? Do you have a merch store? Do you have a website that I can go to buy product?
So I don't have anything set up yet. Merch has been one thing I have been wanting to jump on. I do have, like I said, the main thing I'm most active on is my Instagram. I do have a website, and I have a link tree in my bio where you can click and you can see like where all the music is streaming and where you can, just see all my links and everything like that for my website and things.
Very cool. Now, Tracy, now she's coming out of Italy, and she won't give me her region literally, but she says I'm out of Italy. She's asking about tours these days. The world seems to be coming back to normal. It's starting to open up again. Would you be interested in doing, maybe global tours?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. So we are, I guess, we can talk a little bit about it, but yes, we are in the works of planning kind of a interesting tour collaboration, hopefully for starting next spring. So yeah, you'll see us out on the circuit eventually.
Yes.
That fascinates me because that basically leads me into, have you ever considered coming down to the Antipodes down here to Aotearoa? Maybe would you consider performing for New Zealand audiences in New Zealand?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes.
The more performances, the better. So we want to do everywhere we can.
Yeah.
That really does fascinate me. Not only because now I can take you to Middle Earth and show you where a certain golf cart disappeared from in week 2, to be honest with you. But, well, you never know. Tommy, I might be able to throw you out of a perfectly good plane or something. We could go a bit skydiving. What do you reckon?
I love that. That sounds fun. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Do you know much about New Zealand?
No, well, let me tell you, we cracked open a nice YouTube video before this and watched a video on common stereotypes. So that's all we know is the common stereotypes.
And that Lord of the Rings was filmed there in Middle Earth, yes. But something about Bushmen?
Bushmen, that
Bushmen?
maybe the men aren't too smart. That's all the video told us.
Ah, dear. Maybe the Bushwhackers, they used to be a wrestling team way back in the day. Don't know about Bushmen. Well, we do have Bushmen. They go out hunting and do everything in the forest and everything like that. Now, let me give you the skinny on this because, believe me, I think you'll find it rather amusing, to be honest with you, because we're made up of 3 islands, right? Right down the very bottom of New Zealand is a little island called Stewart. Only island in New Zealand to actually get a name, to be honest. Yeah, good manly name, being Stewart. But whoever...
Okay, interesting. Yes, yeah, oh good, yeah.
Yep.
I think it's Stuart Little, the mouse, right?
Yeah, well, it is little, and well, it is called Stewart too. We'll give you that one. But whoever named New Zealand from that point onwards ran out of imagination, I'm sure of it, because they called the next one South Island. Yeah. Yeah, very original. And of course, the next one after that,
North.
hello, you know New Zealand then. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
You studied up on this?
He said south, so I said no.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, and it's logical, isn't it, there, Tommy? It really, really is. Now, having said that, sorry, Harry. Having said that, we're on the North Island is the biggest island of the lot, and we're on the East Coast, which sees the light of day every day, first in the world.
True.
Oh, I did not know that.
Okay, that's why we're currently Tuesday. I think you're still Monday night, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes us, a little ahead of you, which means that when I play your brand spanking new music today, it's actually tomorrow for you. So we like to say we play tomorrow's music today. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, I see.
I think that's a good twist, actually. I really do.
It really is, yeah.
I mentioned to you earlier on, Elena, that we do have a Freaky Friday. Now, some Fridays we play Galaxy artists, nothing but Galaxy artists through the breakfast show. Other days we might do old school stuff that's been modified by production. We like to play with music and have a little bit of fun with it. And, well, that can be not only humorous but drastic sometimes. It really can.
Oh, I could see.
On other times, we actually do like to be able to play covers. And arguably, we play the best covers in the world. We really do. You're in there. And I want to know how that happened, because people took notice. All of a sudden, they went, hold on, we know this lady. Tell me about Kiss Me.
So I recorded Kiss Me. I was trying to get into doing more like just to be available for events like weddings and whatnot. And I actually recorded that just to have something send out in case people were interested, because I've sung that at a couple weddings. So I put a version together with piano and tambourine, and just put my own little twist on it and put something together. So that's really awesome that people actually are taking to it.
1,791 requests to date, literally, and still climbing. It's working, it really is. And please don't talk to Barbara about weddings. She's only just come back from one. Okay?
I guess I need to put this out. I think I was only on my SoundCloud or something, but it sounds like I need to.
Our audio audience, and that's who we call our fan club, literally, we call them the noise, because it's growing, it's making a bigger noise every day. They love Kiss Me. Here she is, Galaxy Elena M, and of course, Kiss Me! Believe me,
Yeah, but it won't turn on. You can turn it on.
the people out there are taking notice of your music. They really are. And I'm expecting literally that Honey is going to go higher over the next couple of days due to the interview that we're doing right now. Okay?
Oh, I hope so.
But sitting at number 13 right now, that's phenomenal.
Celebration.
Barbara. Dear, dear. Are you familiar with Darth Vader?
Yes.
Okay.
I am your father.
Yeah, Luke, oh no. Well, you remember that lightsaber sword that he had?
The lightsaber?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yep. Well, if you have a look at this thing here, all right?
Oh, that's what I've been seeing pop in and out.
Yeah, it's actually Barbara's wand, but it's like the lightsaber. You've got to get out of the way really quickly, if you know what I mean.
You'll get whacked over
Yeah,
there.
it's a hard hat area. When Barbara's
Yeah.
doing this, you've got to move really quickly. So if you see that coming into shot every now and again, you'll understand Barbara's out to get me.
But you can't see it. In the
We'll try to
movie.
give you a warning if we can.
Please.
Apparently, you'll be the first to know because you're in New Zealand anyway.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Very good. Very good. You've got all the crew cracking up. Honestly, there's about 6 people in this room and they're all laughing right now, so well done.
Oh, good.
Oh, well, they get sick of my jokes, I tell you.
I told you I was funny.
Yes, of course, you are. That's... You know it helps if I turn on the microphones, apparently. Sorry, boss. I'm sorry about that. Now, that's a fantastic version of Kiss Me. It really, really is. Now, I got to let you know, and I got to thank Terry for introducing us. I really, really do. But it's never a given that you get an interview or even promoted here at Galaxy. It really isn't. It's got to go through a few protocols, as you may understand, including pass a board. Now, the board could be anything between 8 and 12 people, any given meeting. But the thing is, you see, they're only concerned about our image. You know what I mean? So it's got to be good. It's got to be good. It really does. So we have a certain standard. Barbara takes it back to production. We only have a certain amount of time in a week to be able to do these interviews as well. So, believe me, out of the multitudes that we get, we have to whittle it down. So we only take the cream of the crop and bring that to the foreground. Now, then it comes to me. Now, Barbara gives it to me. Production put it on a USB device, and well, I got to be honest with you. I listen to all new music straight away in my car. Now, there's 2 reasons for that. The first reason is nobody else can influence me when I'm hearing it in my car on whether or not I want to do the interview. It's got to be based on the music, and believe me, no information at all. I don't know who the singer is, what the title of the song is, anything about it, just the music. And that's how I listen to it. By the way, the other reason is nobody else wants to drive with me.
No!
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, after the golf cart incident,
They're afraid they're going to end up in the bottom of the lake.
Yeah, you can understand, can't you? You really can.
Yeah.
But believe me, I listened to your music for the very first time, and it was Kiss Me that I heard first before I heard the Joes, if you know what I mean. And I literally pulled over where it was, and believe me, we're in between 3 major cities. Now, why we're in between? We're in a little town in between 3 major cities, which is a milling town, literally. It's a forestry town. And I know where they keep the keys to the fire breaks. Know what I mean?
oh, okay.
Let me tell you this. Barbara's son, former New Zealand car racer, goes sideways, right? That's what he does for a living, goes sideways. Her grandson, current New Zealand, current New Zealand champion, sideways, right? She won't get in the car with me.
No, he's a grandpa.
Really? That's dangerous, huh?
No.
Well, I have that much more fun.
Living on the edge over there.
Well, I kind of figure if you're going to get in a race car and go sideways, there's rules involved, right?
Yeah, I mean, yes, just a few.
Yeah, well, not in the forestry.
Everybody?
Not in the forestry. You can play with yourself as much as you like. Well, you know, if you're going to get into trouble, well, you know, there you go.
They make seatbelts for a reason, you know?
Yeah, mine have harnesses, unfortunately, not seatbelts. Yeah.
You really got to strap in there.
Yeah.
Well, there's a sign on the glove box, if you want to call it a glove box these days, that says, sit down, strap in, hold on tight, scream if you must, you're not getting out.
Oh, no.
Sounds like a nice, comfortable experience. Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Imagine.
it's quick. Let's put it that way.
You get there fast. It's like a spaceship.
But I did sit down
Yeah,
and listen to Kiss Me First, and believe me, I was fascinated. I wanted to know more. Then came along Honey, and we put Honey straight away. Production put it straight into the breakfast show. They know what's going to be a hit and what isn't going to be a hit straight away. They have this sixth sense kind of deal. So we put it into the breakfast show, and to my surprise, because I never said anything, nothing to nobody, I just played it. And I played it for about 3 days because it kept on reappearing, and I'm going to production, why am I still hearing Honey? What's going on here? And they went, over 6,000 requests in 3 days. Why aren't you playing it? And I went, are you serious? They went, yes. It's gone to number 20 at that stage in the Galaxy Artist. So we're fascinating.
That's incredible.
Currently, you're sitting at number 13. I expect it to go higher. I really, really do. And currently, you're over 7,500 requests. I can't get away from this in the breakfast show. Tell me all about Honey.
So Honey was a song that I started writing a few years ago, and it was actually a song, and it was inspired by a cat originally. And because I had this cat, I'm a cat lady, really, but I have 3 cats at home right now. But yeah, I would come home and she would just be all over me and wanted me to hold her. So I would make up little tunes to sing to her, and then just little random things. So I would be like, and I would call her Honey all the time. So I'd be like, Honey, you are the. And so I would just sing her little tunes, and then I eventually was like, oh, this is kind of a neat little tune here. So I sat down at the piano and made it a full song.
Well, I got to be honest, these people have absolutely grabbed at this particular track, and I'm talking about people from all around the world to send us all sorts of requests wanting more of your work. So I'm going to talk to you very, very quickly after this about anything new coming out. Got to say hi to, excuse me, unfortunately I'm an asthmatic.
Ah, yes. Don't die on me now, Grant.
No, haven't been known to have done it yet, so I'm not about to start.
Yes.
John Rawlins is watching us right now. Pamela Tozer Harbottle. Now, let me tell you about Pamela. This is very important because she's with Rise Up TV, Big Records, Sony Music, The Orchard as well, and very, very busy lady. And for her to take the time out and watch this interview, I thank you, Pamela. I really, really do. Leonora Nelson is joining us as well. So, guys,
My neighbour Lee.
Lee, of course. I wondered where Leonora came from. Lee, yes, I've got you. So, believe me, folks, it is such a... It's Lee, yeah, believe me. Lovely, lovely lady. She really is. So, without further ado, Eleanor's #1 track here at Galaxy. I can see it going to #1. Trust me, I really can. Check this out. The song that I can't get away from in the breakfast show here is Honey.
This is the hot new entry of the week. Number 13.
Production are funny, aren't they? They love to play with me. Honestly, I can't congratulate you enough. That's fantastic.
Thank you. That's awesome to hear.
I'm just wondering, though, and I do apologise about that. Just wondering.
Don't say sorry.
We want you to breathe.
We want you to breathe. Yeah.
Breathe well.
Thank you. Anything new coming out in the near future, guys?
Yes. I have the most recent thing that's coming out is on next Friday, which for you guys would be Thursday?
No, Saturday.
Saturday. That's right. So for you guys, it would be Saturday. Is a new single I have. It's kind of a little like power ballad. I don't know. It's a ballad of sorts. It's called Rise.
Phenomenal.
But but that's coming out next week.
Nice. Now, obviously you know the channels to be able to get that music through to. Can you pass that through to Barbara and through to production and stuff like that? Because I would love to have a listen to it. I really, really would. Okay?
Absolutely, yes.
Very cool.
And then, yes, and then she'll be on 2 of my songs that's coming out in hopefully the next month or 2. But yeah, so she'll have 2 other songs coming out. And one is a kind of a country pop mashup that we did last year.
So,
Yes.
so what I'm looking for is another interview with you guys. Is that good with you?
Absolutely.
love it, yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Because with a lot of respect, there is another member of Rise Up TV joining us, Lisa Saunders. Nice to have you on board, Lisa. Believe me, very talented group, these two. They really, really are. And worth looking into. They really are. Check them out.
Hello? Hi, Lisa.
Hello, Lisa.
Now, Rise Up TV is coming out of Canada, and what they do is they have a TV crew. They put artists on a big bus, go do a couple of tours, you know what I mean, do a documentary about them. Believe me, you could be doing anything and they'll be filming you. Okay? No,
Well, you know,
no secrets on the road.
that's all right. I put a lot out there on my Instagram as well. So.
Well, believe me, these people are watching, and I really, really am fascinated that they take the time out of their very, very busy days to be able to follow what we do here at Galaxy. It's such a pleasure to have them with us.
Yes, that's cool.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're joined Elena M and also Harry Tommy's joining us, and believe me, I'm fascinated with their work. During the intermission there, while you guys were listening to it, I asked the guys whether there was any new music coming out, and fascinatingly enough, about 3 tracks are on the way. So, you know, I am absolutely chomping at the bit to get them a little copy of this and have a listen. I really, really am. As an engineer, I think there's a long, long, long list of people that I don't listen to, and a very short one that I do listen to, and Elena's right in there with, of course, Harry Tommy as well. Now, Harry, how long have you been writing music, Harry?
Oh, goodness, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 years now, yeah.
Okay, so you're only 22.
Funny.
So you're only 22 then.
Oh, I wish. No, I'm a young, fresh 27.
See, I wasn't far out, really. Having said that, I know that Elena's been writing now since she was about 11 years of age. It's in the booklet here, literally. But what on earth got you into writing?
Yeah.
Yes, come on, Elena. Why did you start writing?
I would just say, now first of all, I must tell you, I'm so used to hearing it, but I must tell you, my name is pronounced Elena.
Okay.
Just so you know. But I know everybody calls me Elena or Alana or this, but I thought I should just let you know if it's Elena, like Ellen with an A. But anyway, I have been, I started writing when I, probably like in high school. I went to high school when I was young, and, you know, you just get all those, like, angsty feelings and whatnot as a teen. And it was just kind of like an outlet for me. And I would just kind of, like I do now, just kind of make everything a song, and then some things would kind of stick, and I would just continue to work on them and write poems and things like that, and sit down at the piano and write. So it was just an outlet for me, really. That's how it started.
Now, Miss Elena, believe me, we're Kiwis. We call it as we see it. But Miss Elena, you've been classically trained, haven't you?
I have been, yes.
That explains Honey. That explains the vocal range inside it. Believe me, I listen to everything in it. Absolutely fascinates me. We are running out of time, unfortunately. We must move on. Please don't go anywhere just yet, because we're going to do a couple of funny photos and stuff afterwards, okay? And
All right.
we're also going to make it into a movie. You'll get a copy of everything. Just wondering though, have you ever been a cartoon before?
No, but we want to be.
Well, for redheads,
Oh, we were. For redheads, yes.
we
yeah.
have been, but just once.
Yeah,
Just
just once.
Okay, well, believe me, you're going to be again. It's one of the few things that makes me look good.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Okay.
I think you look beautiful.
I like that.
Yeah.
You got a luscious beard happening.
Well, Harry, well, thank you. Harry, believe me, I got the perfect face for radio.
Now.
Yeah, I do.
The sexy Santa going on over there.
Very cool. But in the meantime, guys, don't go anywhere. So looking forward to having you guys join us again in the near future. Looking for new work, and so very happy to meet you guys. Welcome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Great to meet you.
Welcome to the Galaxy family, guys, believe me. And welcome to the noise, believe me. It grows by the day, it really does. In the meantime, you're right here at Galaxy.
Another Indie Artist Interview brought to you by Galaxy.